cool was that? Hi everyone, how you going? My name's Jake and this is my video about the PlayStation Classic. It's my first YouTube video. I've been wanting to post videos on YouTube for about, since YouTube came out. I've been putting it off, so it's been about 13 years of putting it off, and really I think it's a lot just down to my own fucking fears of me not doing it so good, but fuck it, let's do it today. That and production issues. I'm doing this on an iPhone right now with some editing apps, and even that's a fucking challenge. But yeah, I'm not planning on posting a lot of different content. I'm not a gamer as such, but I'm starting with something near and dear to my heart. I'm going to be posting all sorts of random things, mainly as a hobby, mainly for fun, but I will also try and get as much people to watch as possible. But yeah, name of the game today is the PlayStation. A little out of the link with games, but by attention, basically Nintendo brought out a couple of things. NES Classic, SNES Classic, which are basically like these little things you plug in the TV, and it's got like 20 of their classic games from their classic consoles. Kind of like, if anyone remembers, the Mega Drive classic things you used to get on like PS2 and stuff. Were pretty cool, but apparently fucking, well, everyone knows this now. PlayStation announced they were going to be doing a PlayStation Classic with 20 classic PlayStation games. Fuck yeah. I'll say this at this stage, I'm not a big gamer, but on PlayStation through and through, and I've been playing since PS1. I remember years ago, back in the 90s, I wanted a PlayStation. I didn't want a PlayStation, I wanted a PC, I wanted a computer, because fuck knows why. Someone in my family must have had one, and I must have played like Minesweeper or something. Like, oh my god. But yeah, that was what I was going to get for Christmas. I was going to get a PC, a computer. And just so happens around about this time, I ended up like having to go to my cousin's house, Craig and Jenny's house, and go to their house after school. Cousin Craig, he had a PlayStation, did he? And yeah, I would sit there. My earliest memories of playing games with him was mainly Tekken. Tekken comes straight to my fucking mind with it. We used to get our asses kicked by Paul in the arcade all the time, and then we used to kick everyone else's asses. But as my videos go on, you'll come to find I'm a massive, massive Tekken fan, so that's going to be a big one up there. Crash Bandicoot. Obviously, you had Crash Bandicoot. Little kid, fucking Crash Bandicoot, playing that shit. That was amazing. Uh, Numerous games. I remember I'm playing the Batman and Robin game, which was probably not a good game, but I had fun playing it. And yeah, no, what can I say? Fell in love with it. And that year, got a PlayStation instead. Boom, the journey fucking started. I've not followed up with games. Games are more popular now than they've ever been, but I love the fucking PlayStation 1. Just numerous reasons that I've gone into numerous times, but a lot of it comes down to the music. I feel that the music on the PlayStation, even that fucking introduction, it sounds like a game, you know? A lot of games now have like orchestrated amazing soundtracks, and they are very good pieces of music, but I don't know. I like the electro. I like the a lot of games had like these kind of techno-y jungle-esque beats. Some had just heavy synth and stuff, but overall, lots of PlayStation games, lots of good music. You'll hear me talk about music and the music in PlayStation a lot, or at least when we're talking about games in this show. Um, but yeah, nah, that's why I ended up getting it. I think looking back, PlayStation was a pretty fucking cool thing in the 90s. Like, I don't know all my gaming history, but I know that Nintendo and Sega were kind of like the East Coast, West Coast fucking thing of games. Kind of what PS3 and Xbox. Ugh. But yeah, that's what they were doing. And it was all like the 8-bit, 32-bit kind. Like, my mum had a fucking Sega when I was way fucking young. We used to play Sonic on it, and that's what games were. PlayStation was like the first time that fucking games started, looking human. But obviously now they do look human, and PlayStation 1 games now just look like these blocky, what the fuck's that? Ghetto graphics, I once heard someone refer to them as. Kind of like this video, and my editing will be ghetto video editing. But, nah, I don't know, it feels like a game. I don't know, I think like modern games are beautiful now, but I feel that there's too much attention on it. I feel like there's like a little bridge there between the games becoming good games and becoming what fucking, like, like gamey games. Collect the coins, jump over this, do this level, find the hidden area, type in the cheat code, like, whereas now games are like movies. But I'm waffling, so I am. But nah, at the end of the day, that is one of the things. I think like the content of the games was getting a little bit more fucking badass. You know, you were getting like adult games with 18s or restricted for Americans. But yeah, so this is obviously, as the title says, this is a video about fucking PlayStation Classic. I've rambled for 5 minutes. That's me just getting onto it. Well, kind of, but everyone was basically, they brought out the first 4 games or first 5 games it was, and they didn't have it. So I wrote up. Everyone was bringing out lists of like, what should the top 20 be? What should their top 20 be? And I decided that'll be my first video. I'm gonna write down what I think that my favorite top 20 should be. The day I done this, PlayStation released their full list, and it was shite. I'm not going to sit there and go through the whole list of the games that PlayStation brought out, but they were shite. And yeah, I mean, there's good games on it, games that are on my list, but overall, I'm like, what? But yeah, so I'm going to sit there and briefly go over the games that I thought, go into them a little bit, not too much detail, because I'm wanting to do reviews and stuff, preferably when I get better editing. I don't even have a computer at this stage, but number 1 on my list is Tekken 2. The first thing they released was Tekken 3, and I can understand why Tekken 3 got picked over Tekken 2. It's got better graphics, it is faster playing and stuff, but oh, there's just something about Tekken 2. It's one of my favourite games. I've plunged many hours into playing that game, and I think the characters are better. I think it looks better despite the graphics. I think the music, Tekken 3's music is cool. It's like this pure funk music, extreme, but I don't know, Tekken 2's music just feels like fight music. Different things, different arenas, different times, different feelings. Tekken 2 it should have been, but it's not, it's Tekken 3. The other one I put was Resident Evil 2. And I thought, yeah, Resident Evil 1 initially, because they put Resident Evil 1 on the list eventually, which is cool, but my thinking was is that they done the remake for Resident Evil 1 on the GameCube, and that got remade for the PlayStation, so now we've got the remake of Resident Evil 1 jigging about. Why not go Resi 2? You know, Resi 2, everyone already says is the better one anyway. I think it's a little more iconic. Well, nah, they're both on the same, but even then, if my video editing's gone good, look at the fucking box art just on the side. That's fucking cool. That looks like a badass horror movie. But it is, they're all great games. I fucking love them. I love the old school camera angles, the bad controls. Creates more of a horror atmosphere, so it does. But yeah, I mean, I can't complain too much. It's still Resi cool. The other one, I think everyone's kind of scratching their heads about this, Tomb Raider. Why is Tomb Raider not on it? Can, like, Lara Croft, fuck it, I don't care about the sexual boobs. Lara was badass. Everyone loved Lara. Lara was like the staple of like main poster girl of PlayStation. Bandicoot was poster boy. She was poster girl, man. People loved her. There was like dudes sitting there pure saying that they thought like they'd marry her and shit. She was like on pure Lucozade adverts and shit, if you remember that jazz. But yeah, I put either Tomb Raider 1 or Tomb Raider 2 because I couldn't decide, and I've been that long since I've actually played them, but I thought any of the two, maybe even the third. But the reason I didn't say Tomb Raider 1 is because, well, fuck. The Tomb Raider 2 has the butler getting locked in the fucking fridge, and that's... I mean, who doesn't know that shit? But I've noticed that, as we said, 3 games and they've all been sequels, number 2 at that. But here we'll go with another one that got put on it, Metal Gear Solid, OG. One of my other favourite games. I'll talk a lot about Metal Gear a lot of times. I'm not even going to say that much. It should be on there. It is on there. They got something right. The other one, which I was kind of hoping on, was Soul Reaver. Don't know if anyone remembers Soul Reaver, but if once again my pictures are working, you'll be seeing a cover and you'll know that fucking dude. Soul Reaver is about a fucking runaround fucking, I don't know, it's an action puzzle game, but like, you basically play as a dude who worked for this evil dude. It's called Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Legacy of Kain. Kain he's like an evil vampire character. He had a lot of games before. You play as basically one of his lackeys who finds a way to evolve further. He grows wings, and this is all just in the opening start. And Kain at first is like, oh, that's cool. He fucking breaks his wings, chucks him into hell, and for whatever reason his body gets all fucking deformed, and some devil-esque spirit thing basically brings him back and says, you're now going to be a soul reaver. He's not really not a jaw, he wears like a scarf over it. And I've not completed the game, but you basically, it's got fucking kick-ass music, but you run around, you fuck people up with all sorts of weapons, powers. You can't kill people though. The only way you can kill someone is if you reave their soul. You know, he pulls that fucking. Wow, fucking. What can I say? iPhone technical troubles. I ran out of space. This is my video cut off. I believe I was saying that the dude fucking sucks souls, and that's how you get your kill. So you basically, when you first start off and you ain't got enough weapons and shit, you beat the cunt up, you pick them up, you chuck them on a spike, there's blood and shit. It's cool, it's imaginative, man. And as far as I was aware growing up, it seemed to be a pretty popular fucking staple of PS1, you know. I think there was a less successful sequel on PS2, but nah, PS1 all the way. The other one that I've got is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I've never played any Castlevania games, and to my understanding it started off on the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, all that jazz, and that's kind of where it had its heyday, and nowadays the games are shite, but to my understanding they brought out Symphony of the Night on PS1, and that's meant to just be awesome. You meant to start off as this badass dude within the first level, have all these superpowers, then Dracula or some shit takes your powers away, and then that's it. You got to do the whole game getting these powers back up. It's meant to take ages. It's meant to have lots of powers, and it's just once again badass music. But yeah, it's just meant to be one of them. As far as PS1 goes, that was the Castlevania game of the night. So yeah, boom, I wanted that. Didn't get that. The other one that they did have was Final Fantasy VII. Never played a Final Fantasy game. Also kind of lame, but. I'm older now, I like the idea of it, so everyone says Final Fantasy VII is the best one. That's the one that's on. Cool, they got that one down on good, so yeah. Next one, there was no way it was going to go on, and if anyone else knows this game, then you're a fucking legend, you know what I'm talking about. Hogs of War. Oh, if you know Worms, Hogs of War is Worms, but with pigs. Yeah, it's what can you say? It's like Worms 3D before Worms 3D came out, and you basically just run around as these pigs. And it's got this kind of World War One vibe about the whole thing, like the music just in the arena. It just sounds like something you would hear in the trenches. You know, there's something miserably grim about it, but at the same time, there's a little bit of cheer, which, you know, at the end of the day, those soldiers they did find ways to pass the time. There was camaraderie. But yeah, at the end of the day, you play as pigs. You play as all these pigs from all these different countries. So like the British, they're Tommy's Trotters. The Japanese are like sushi swine, which I don't know if that's racist or if that's just silly fun. But like it definitely comes to me as just silly fun. The Americans, they're all like there, hey, I forget their exact name, but is it the Germans, like sauerkrauts and stuff. The game's just brilliant. It's got like madness gas, which makes the pigs fucking crazy. There's TNT bombs. It's the guy who voices every pig in every impersonation is like an English British fucking guy who died quite recently. He was in a comedy show that I can't remember the name of. That's terrible, but yeah, whoever he was, he done some damn funny voices on that. Hogs of War, an amazing game. Next one was Medieval, which once again it didn't make its way on. I never played too much of it, but once again just a lot of imagination, the type of imagination you don't see in a lot of games now. This game's about basically, and like the world's going to hell. Some evil sorcerers bringing the dead back and doing all sorts of fuckery. This is like a knight who died unhonourably, who's been brought back to life to basically redeem himself, and he's like a skeleton that doesn't move right, and the bad guys in it are like fucking green zombies, like, you know, like pure cheese ball, but like just good giggles. Like it's like a kids game, but at the same time it's, I don't know, I could see more than enough kids freaking the fuck out at it, but I would have thought it'd been on there, you know. It just, once again, it seemed like a PlayStation staple. The other one I put on it was Command and Conquer Red Alert. It's a strategy game. If you know it, you know it. But I'm not a big strategy game fan myself. But fuck, man, Command and Conquer Red Alert, from that fucking Hell March music, it's like, I'm not going to go any further with that, but oofed, it's bad to the fucking ass. You play as just any country, UK, America, Russia. And yeah, it's a straight up to me. It's just the strategy game. It's you got nukes, you got fucking artillery, you got multiple soldiers. I know Red Alert games went a bit fucking loopy over the years with fucking bears and all sorts of futuristic shite, but nah, this one just has cool music, and I can plunge hours just doing a skirmish on the game. Um, I would have thought it would have been a nice wee fit in there, diversitise it up. Next one I've got is Bushido Blade, which if any of you know, once again, it's a fucking rare but cool ass game. It's a fighting game like Tekken, but there's not health bars. There's only 4 characters, but there's not health bars, and you basically pick, like, it's very Japanese, Bushido Blade. But you pick like one of like a saber, a staff, a spear, and you just have like, instead of like go forward, go back, you run around the whole arena, and you got to get a lethal blow. So the match can literally start. You run into someone and stab, lethal blow, game over, 2 seconds. Or you can have these long laid out battles where like literally you've had like someone's had like their legs taken out, they've had their other hand, they're lying on the ground just like fucking waving with one hand, and yeah, nah, just a super cool game. Wouldn't have really imagined it being on there, but it's a game that should be on there. Other game I put in, fucking one for you car for fucking Gran Turismo. What can I say? It's fucking Gran Turismo. It's the OG fucking car simulator game. I am terrible with cars. I'm 26 years old and I still don't have a license. I can drive a car, but I'm not allowed to drive a car. Don't know fuck all about cars, but yeah, this is fucking good game. I played this all the time. Point of note, my optician, when I couldn't see, still can't see, but when I was a kid I would go to my optician. Even my optician had fucking PlayStation 1 in the waiting room with Gran Turismo on it. Yeah, fucking PlayStation classic game, car, should have been on there. Why is it not on there? Fuck knows. But the other game, the other game I put in was the testosterone answer to Tomb Raider. Duke Nukem, time to kill. You know Duke Nukem, he's a fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger fucking personified over the top game character who's been around for loads of years, but Time to Kill was the one I remember playing. I played it at cousin Craig's house. He's this big hulking dude who goes around like shoot. I think it's like it's called Time to Kill, and the second the game starts, you're just sitting there in the streets, and Duke just goes, "It's time to kill." Like, I love it. I love 80s action. I love that shit. It's like fucking first thing you walk into is a strip club and shit, and there's like fucking chicks dancing. You go back to that level later, and the chicks are like turned into like pigs, like literal pigs or some shit. Duke's just like, hell no, fucking shoots that shit up. His power up steroids, like, I don't know, it just, see what I mean? There's like these adult themes, but tongue in cheek enough, and just shit you wouldn't see in a game now. Like, you know, I mean, a big hulking roid monkey who gets roids for his power up and shit. But yeah, no, I think it was personified. I think it was a good thing of the time. Next one, I put Crash Team Racing because, and I'm going to do an honourable mentions a bit later where I talk about like games that I didn't put on the list. Crash Bandicoot, iconic for PlayStation, the poster boy for PlayStation 3, classic fucking games for PlayStation. He just got his trilogy remastered, you know, so obviously that's a bit of a wasted slot in my opinion. So that's why I think Crash Team Racing, because I'll be honest, Mario Kart's pretty shit. I don't like Mario Kart. I think it's a little gay. Like, nah, it is fun, but it's just 101 games of the same thing with the same pretty graphics. Whereas like Crash Team's just this one-off fucking cool game, and it's like its weapons are just a little bit more raw. Its music's fucking music again, but like it's got cool music. The power, I just think fucking it plays better. You know, I think it's got a good little story mode into it, and anyone who knows Crash Team Racing will fucking agree. Moving on, this one gets a bit weird, but I couldn't decide. I've got I put down for Silent Hill, Silent Hill, Alien Resurrection, and Doom. Originally it was just Alien Resurrection, and that's kind of the one that I wanted it to be, but I'm trying to make it so that it's not anything that's based off of something, like not based off a movie, not based off a Disney show or something, or a real person. So yeah, I kind of took it away and went for Silent Hill. But then, based on Resident Evil and another game I've got coming, that would be 3 survival horror games, which with that fucking, I don't know, I figured it might just be a little too much, so that's when I was like, what about Doom? I was like, Doom gets that same early first person sort of thing going for it that the Alien game had that I wanted. Then I was like, Doom's technically not an original PlayStation game, and its music's not meant to be as good, but yeah, I'd say any 3 of them anyway. Silent Hill, horror game I never got to play that I do want to play. Alien Resurrection, fuck. When I was a kid, I didn't know horror movies. I'd go to the video store with my dad, and just off by where we'd pay for shit or rent shit, I'd like see the fucking Alien box sets, you know, and fucking Xenomorphs and shit. That was my first time as a kid, you know. I was like, the imagination was playing all sorts of games and stuff. I'd ask my dad, and Dad'd say, oh yeah, they're like these fucking aliens, and if you shoot them, they fucking spray acid. Do you know what acid is? I'm like, no. It's like, acid's this stuff that burns you and burns through floors, and I'm like, oh fuck. So yeah, whenever I seen the fucking Alien Resurrection, I was like, wow, I want to play that game. Doom, yeah, fuck, any of them. Doom, cool, classic. Booming on fucking Siphon Filter, which is a game cousin Craig played. Run around third person game. I just thought it looked cool. I've never played the game once, but I thought it looked cool, and it's, yeah, pretty PlayStation on iconic. Next game I got in on it is fucking Dino Crisis, the third survival horror game. Fuck, if you like Resident Evil and you like them old games with that fucking wonky ass camera, which I will go into in my reviews about why I think that's better for a horror game, but yeah, Dino Crisis is that, but with, instead of zombies, dinosaurs, you know, like, fuck yeah, fucking Velociraptors, T-Rexes and shit in the city. Nah, fuck man, that's cool. I sucked it as a kid, but I would like to play it again as an adult. We're coming near on to the end of it, but I got Bloody Roar. And I'm shameless with putting on my third fighting game, despite all that malarkey about not putting on 3 survivor horrors, but I feel Tekken being the classic, Bushido Blade being unique, and Bloody Roar, if you don't know that, that's a pretty piss fighting game. But the twist on it is it's got fucking transform mode. It's called Bloody Roar because each character transforms into a fucking character. They've got like a little saucy girl who turns into a bunny rabbit. They've got like this old bald man who, you do his transformation, turns into a giant fucking ape. It's crazy, man. You can smash people through things and stuff, and trippy ass fucking awesome game. And obviously the next one, well not obviously because I just said, but next game I got is a game called C12, which, fucked if anyone else knows, I don't even know too much about it. I just remember having the demo for it when I was a kid, and it's like a walk around thing, you're like half fucking cyborg, the dude looks like Terminator, he's got like the fucking eye and shit, and you can look through his eye, and it's like fucking, I don't know, I want to play that shit again. I thought it looked cool. Terminator eye. And the last game I got, fucking came so close with it. Fucking GTA 2. They put GTA 1, I put GTA 2. I just put GTA 2 because obviously I like putting the second installments of games in. I don't know if any of you have not heard of the GTA 2 movie, watch it. It's, in my opinion, I'm going to describe it as the best silent movie ever. It's like a promotional thing they've done, where they basically just have like lots of old jungle drum and bass beats fucking chopped through. They've got a guy who's like real actors. They've got a guy who's literally the guy from GTA 3 jigging through the street, essentially just going on a rampage like fucking you would do in Grand Theft Auto. He meets up with mafias, syndicates, he picks up drugs and stuff, he steals cars, he goes to a real life like pain spray and shit. It's just a mental 10 minutes. I didn't know it existed, but it's crazy when you see like obviously where the GTA went from GTA 3 on the PS2 and where it is now. Like, it's cool to see like how much of that stuff they had in their heads. But also just a bit of fucking name dropping. My somewhat self-titled shithole of a city hasn't really contributed too much to the world, but we did make Grand Theft Auto. We created the OG Grand Theft Auto, and yeah, that's our fucking contribution. All that fucking GTA fucking madness that you see, that's us. We fucking done that, and we like our shit with pride. Yeah, man, fuck yeah. By the way, don't call my city a shithole, I can say that. But yeah, that's my 20 what should have been fucking games. I got on to my honourable mentions now. Do this straight up. Crash, already said. Spyro, similar reasons. I would have had said Crash Bandicoot 1 or Crash Bandicoot 2, because I like 2. Second sequels, Crash Bandicoot 2 I think was the best. Spyro, once again, I think the third one was the best, although I never played a lot of 3. But yeah, Spyro's getting his fucking trilogy remake, so once again a bit of a wasted on spot. The Oddworld games, the Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, that made the cut, and I'm not complaining why. I just, I don't know. I'm just not feeling Abe right now. But funnily enough, I watched a review for his sequel, Abe's Exodus, which I never played, and shit, it looks cool, and it's made me want to kind of get back and play both the games, but more so the sequel. So once again, there's another second. Also, it's Spyro 2 was the fucking Spyro game I want, so there's 3 in a row for you. Couple more platform honourable mentions. Croc and Rayman. Rayman got the cut. I think that's shit. I mean, yeah, but everyone likes Rayman, but I only played like the first 5 minutes, died, and then played another game. I don't know if anyone else played it that much more. Croc, he's adorable. He's so cute, little jig. Cute little music, cute little game, but once again, I never really played it that much. I played like 5 minutes, like, next game, you know. Then obviously a lot of the games are like games that are based on something from reality. So like, you know, obviously like Disney movies, the Toy Story games, or fucking Tarzan, Hercules. I used to love Hercules, just because like I used to go to a place called Charlie Chops. Like as a kid, it was like one of them. The adults sit and drink and eat whilst the kids run about in a ball pit and shit. But they had 2 PlayStations. PlayStation 1 had the fucking Crash Bandicoot 2, and that's what everyone wanted to play. But that game was, if you couldn't catch that game, then you had Hercules, so you could play Hercules. So soft spot for Hercules. Obviously the Tony Hawk games. I would say once again Tony Hawk 2. Fucking I'm not doing this to be funny, but yeah, Tony Hawk 2. If I was to pick a Tony Hawk 2 game, the first 2 SmackDown games. I just mentioned that for the sake of it. I don't actually think they're worth being on the fucking PlayStation Classic. Mortal Kombat Trilogy though. Mortal Kombat's an arcade game, and I don't know, it just doesn't feel stapled for the fucking, it doesn't feel PlayStation Classic, although if there was a fucking game to play with classic Mortal Kombat, it's fucking Mortal Kombat Trilogy, if not for any other reason. Look at the fucking amount of characters that are on it. What? Yeah, I also got fucking Gex. If anyone remembers Gex, no one remembers Gex, but look at him. Gex is like a little platform character. He's like this sly little 007 cunt. He's got a real bitch in his side and shit, so like, yeah, I give it on that. I give it on that. I've actually got a list here and I can't read my own fucking writing to see what the other final honourable mention I had was, but it says Nah, that one's just going to have to go to shit, but in all, I'm a little bit bummed. I wanted a PlayStation Classic. I wanted to buy that for Christmas, for me, play it with the missus and shit. Because PlayStation 4 doesn't have the PlayStation Classics on the PlayStation Store anymore, which is pretty wank, so leaves me in this little position where it's like, what to do? Well, I got told from someone that the PS3's online store is all shut down and stuff, but I've also been told from someone else that that's not the case, so I'm thinking, well, Mrs. got a friend who doesn't play the PS3 anymore. He's going to send his fucking PS3 so we can play that shit. If all goes off without a hitch, I'll be able to log in on that shit, and I'll be able to download all these fucking games and hopefully get some fucking reviews in. But yeah, that, or I'm wanting to get a PS Vita just because, yeah, it's got Metal Gear Solid HD collection on it, and there's nothing I can think of quite as good as playing Metal Gear Solid on the pan. But yeah, fucking Trips, if you've stayed it for this length of time, I fucking thank you. This has been my first video. I didn't really write it. I wrote a couple of notes on an Uber fucking bag, and hopefully my editing goes well enough that there's pictures that have come up when I've been talking. Hopefully I haven't rambled too much, and yeah, I hope to make a lot more videos talking about all sorts of nonsense. This is really just me getting the fucking worst out of it. I can only imagine it can get better. Hopefully I'll find someone who can help me with production and editing skills, get a laptop, so that I can actually do something really good. But yeah, I'm going to also do silly things, general just me talking about stuff and spieling it off in mind, because you know that's the world we live in now, you know. And if for any reason I get hit by a fucking bus tomorrow, at least now the world knows my top 20 favourite PlayStation games. But yeah, nah. I've also got, if you go on my page, you'll notice I've done 3 World War videos, like tributes. That fucked up though, because that's when I did have a laptop. For some reason, I got this purple filter that went on them. The videos are still good, you should still watch them. And yeah, fucking, I hate to be this cunt to say it, especially at this situation, but like and subscribe, please. But peace and love, troops. Bye.